A very warm welcome on behalf of Lund University. I'm Sven Strömquist. I'm Vice President of Research at Lund University, and it's my pleasure and privilege to welcome you and say a few words about where in the world you are right now. Lund University, as many of you already know, was founded in 1666, and it was inaugurated in 2 years later, a little more than 1 year later actually, in 1668. At that time, this part of Scandinavia had very recently been conquered by the Swedes from the Danes in 1658, as a matter of fact. So the prime purpose of founding the university here was nationalization. Today we have a very different purpose and goal with the university: internationalization. Our university is an international place, and global issues, global citizenship are very important values to our university today. So towards that background, of course, we are delighted to host SASNET and to host a conference like this, where South Asia is in focus, an immensely important and dynamic region of the world where we want to increase our cooperations and interactions. Still in the very early 20th century, there were just some 500 students at Lund University. Today there are 47,000. We are one of Sweden's two truly comprehensive universities with faculties or schools across the board, Faculty of Medicine, Engineering, Sciences, Humanities, Social Sciences, a Business School, a Faculty of Law, and a Faculty of Fine and Performing Arts. And we perceive of this as an enormous richness because of the diversity of competencies and expertise, and the ease with which you could make friends and combine expertise across faculties and departments to address important challenges of our time, such as energy, climate, human rights, and so on and so forth. We have a turnover today of close to 1 billion euros, and the university is very much in an expansive phase. We will soon host Max 4, which is a facility for synchrotron light, which will be a world-leading facility for researchers in the field of physics, to some extent medicine and engineering, and it will significantly contribute to further international cooperation and internationalization issues. It so happens that there is a geographical correlate to the historical expansion of the university. We are now in the very historical first rounds of the university. And the university, since its foundation, has expanded in the direction of northeast from here. So if you get a spare hour or so, you can just walk in the northeast direction and follow the expansion of the university over time. Especially the expansion has taken place over the past around 50 years or so. So again, very welcome, and I pass the word to Anna.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Distinguished ambassadors, Mr. Sajjad Kamran, Ambassador of Pakistan to Sweden, and Mr. Mukti Nath Bhatta, Ambassador of Nepal to Sweden and Denmark, and guests of honors, our prominent speakers here today, colleagues, students, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is Anna Lindberg, Director of SASNET, and I would like to welcome you on behalf of SASNET and Lund University. Some of you will recognize the title of today's convocation as that of a classic book by the British Indologist Arthur Basham, who also was the teacher of R.S. Sharma and Romila Thapar. In 1952, Basham called his survey "The Wonder That Was India." More than half a century later, our knowledge has broadened, and the wonder that was India is still both praised and criticized. Nonetheless, we feel justified in calling our symposium today "The Wonder That Is South Asia." Despite the many differences between the 8 countries that constitute South Asia, there are many cultural and other similarities. The idea of regional cooperation in South Asia was discussed very early in at least 3 conferences in 1947, in 1950, and also in 1954. However, the first concrete proposal for establishing a framework for regional cooperation in South Asia was made by the President of Bangladesh in 1980. In 1985, the organization South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation, also called SARC, was established when the governments of Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Maldives, Nepal, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka formally adopted its charter providing for the promotion of economic, cultural, and social progress and development within the South Asia region. Afghanistan joined the organization in 2007. The collaboration between the countries also included education and research, and in 2010 the South Asian University was established by the 8 member nations of SARC. At their webpage you can read a headline, "Knowledge Without Borders," something that we also promote here at Lund University. At Lund University, more than 30 departments are involved in research about South Asia or together with South Asian partners. We hope that in the future South Asia will be even more present at Lund University, and we work very hard for that to materialize. Today, we have an outstanding array of talents from 5 South Asian countries. Our speakers will address issues of gender, class, politics, modernity, and religion throughout the region. We will have a lunch break from noon until 1:30, and in the afternoon we will also change seminar hall to the lower hall, but it's the same entrance and it's in the same building, so it will be very easy for you to find. Toward the end of the afternoon, our speakers will be joined by the distinguished ambassadors and representatives of the South Asian countries, Bangladesh, India, Nepal, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka, for a 1-hour panel discussion. We have asked them to address the audience for 5 minutes each on the topic, the future of South Asia and the role of my country. And then the seminar's featured speakers and members of the audience will be given an opportunity to respond. So we are very much looking forward to that discussion. Finally, we will be treated to a classical flute concert by our 3 guest artists, after which those of you who wish can reconvene at the Department of Sociology for a South Asian buffet dinner at 7 p.m. So, you see, we have a full and rich program awaiting us. I would also like to give a word of thanks to Lund University for their continued financial support of SASNET and for making this symposium possible. Also, thank you to my colleagues at SASNET, Jonathan Stoltz, over there, and Lars Eklund, who have worked so hard to materialize this event. Now, first I would like to introduce to you our first speaker today, Professor Dina Siddiqui of the Department of Economic and Social Sciences, Brack University. Dina Siddiqui is a visiting associate professor at the Women and Gender Studies program at Hunter College. If I am correctly informed, CUNY at New York? No. Well, you can correct me later on. And but anyhow, she spends her time between New York and Dhaka. And today she will open the session with a talk on Beyond Shabbat, Islam, Nation, and the many faces of gender modernity in Bangladesh. Welcome, Professor Strömquist.